Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. Hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter, and I hope you're having a great Sunday. It is the Sunday after a time change. Well, technically, time change happened very early this morning. So technically, today is time change. So what is our bodies are telling us our 3 p.m. is actually 2 p.m. So here we go. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I hope you changed your clocks backwards an hour. If you do that, if you're in Arizona or somewhere else, maybe, I think, you didn't have to worry about it because y'all don't change. We change. Y'all don't change. So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. I don't know when Tiffany's going to be live because now everything's completely thrown off and the points don't matter. So who knows? Who knows? But Tiffany will be live later this evening. Let's see, we got Lynn, we got Love Loathingly, Karen, Judy, Sherry, not Jonathan. It's not Jonathan. That's who it is. Karen, Laura, Gloria, Katie, Savvy is here. Hello. Hope everybody's doing well. So glad to have you here in the chat today. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks for taking the time to replay and follow along today as we have some fun. Quick announcement, next week we do have the members Zoom. So if you are a channel member, you will have access to the Zoom that's happening next week. I have some plans that are like in movement, so I'm not exactly sure where they're going to be and all that. I will get everything started. I just don't know if I will be there or not, but at least y'all will have a place to hang out and enjoy some sew time together. So that is happening next weekend. On the 8th, I believe. It's listed on my website, so you can go over there if you are a channel member. Or if you are a channel member, you can come right here to YouTube. You're going to click the community tab under that, and it will hopefully, the link will show up there. I already have it programmed, so it should all be good, but I'll make sure that everything does launch the way it's supposed to and all that kind of stuff. So Randy says that she is watching while making lunch. What are you making, Randy? What are we eating today? What are you bringing me? Carol says, hi, not changing my clocks here in the UK. Did the changing last week. Yeah, y'all did it last week. It's so funny that y'all are a week ahead of us on that. Of course, we used to do it a week ago-ish previously, which was great because Halloween was always dark, and now Halloween isn't dark anymore, which isn't fun. But then again, I didn't do any plans or anything. I did go live, so if you missed that live, make sure to go check it out. It was a lot of fun hanging out with all of you for about 2 hours, half an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. It was a lot of fun. So just decided to go live randomly, wasn't ready to go to bed, and spent some time working on a quilt. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to be working on this quilt. It is called Frosted. It is by Juicy Juice, and it goes with his Century Prince Deco Frost by Juicy Juice. Here's the interesting thing. Juicy Juice does not work for Andover Fabrics anymore, and Andover was the one that had this pattern on their website. I went to go grab that link today to put it down in the description box, and what do you know? They have completely wiped Juicy Juice from their website, Andover has, because he is now with Free Spirit. So apparently they're like, goodbye, and just wiped everything except his 40 collection that is most recent. Everything else is gone. So this pattern is no longer available on their website, which is silly because it was a free pattern. I don't understand. But anywho, so instead, you can actually find the link down in the description. There was a store that I found it that had it for free. So you can download this pattern for free from their website. Make sure to go download the pattern. We'll be talking about it and stuff like that. You'll hear sizes. I will be talking about sizes and stuff like that. But do me a favor, go download the pattern. It's a free pattern. Why would you not download a free pattern? Even if you end up never using it, it is still nice to have it on hand because you never know what type of quilt pattern you want to work on. So there you go. Randy says breakfast sandwich and hash browns and pancakes. I will take all of that. You can send some my way. Thank you. Irish Sail Lady says, I baked a cake with chocolate frosting, banana bread, and now long arming while listening. Awesome. Excellent. That sounds delicious, and I will take that cake any day. I will take that cake any day. So I don't have any winter quilts. Like, yes, quilts are meant to be used in the winter, but I don't have any winter themed quilts. And this one has a whole bunch of like stars that kind of look like snowflakes. It's got that kind of blue, purples, blacks, whites on it. And this Deco Frost is beautiful fabric. Where do I have, let me see if ew, I just kicked a box. That hurt. That wasn't fun. Oops, let's not spill the pieces everywhere. This is Deco Frost from Juicy Juice. It is a really pretty, can I hold that a little better? There we go. Deco Frost is really a pretty fabric line. I've wanted to make something with it for a long time. I actually bought this kit, I think over a year ago, and was intending to do it, and then just never got around to it. So when I was looking around my room trying to figure out what project we were going to work on next, I was like, let's work on that one. I want to get that one done and long-armed, and hopefully I'll be able to use it this winter. We'll see what happens though. So that's what we're going to be working on. There are 81 blocks in this because you have 41 dark blocks and 40 light blocks that all measure 8 by 8 inches. The quilt finishes at 72 by 72. So we're going to be working on that probably a lot of the month. It's going to be really repetitive, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize in advance because it's going to be the same freaking block 81 times. But, you know, I figured why not spend some time doing this with my friends, since that will help make it not so monotonous. If that's okay with y'all. So, there you go. Let's see. Shelby says she bought a kit for this as well. Well, dig it out. Let's work on it together. I know. Josh says, ouch, Deco Frost bit your toe. Well, it actually wasn't Deco Frost. It was actually gray work. It was actually gray work. Yes, I do hold my fabric like an emotional support stuffed animal. Yeah, that's the box that I hit my toe on. Dr. Chinkin, I never say your name right. Dr. Charkins? Dr. Charkins said, good morning from California. Need to figure out what's happening with my machine this morning. It wasn't liking the small pieces of Becca's block 10 last night. Oh no, I hope you are able to get that figured out. It's never good. It's never fun. All right, so I did cut everything. Everything has been cut. I've got to get a huge shout out to Becca. She helped me with the last little bits. You have to cut, let's see, you have to cut 164 rectangles, and then 160 rectangles, and then 164 squares, and then 160 squares. So there was a lot of fabric. You can see over here on the side, I have the white fabric, which is the white background over here, and the black background over here. So there's a lot of pieces that go into this quilt because it is all assembled, you know, darks and lights. So if it is a light fabric, it's going to have a dark background, and if it's a dark fabric, it'll have a light background, supposedly. Give or take. It kind of goes a little bit back and forth. And I'm going to have the picture out because I need to see if it has a dark or light background. Sounds like an excuse to show off gray work? You bet it is. 100%. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling our blocks. You also get this handy dandy list of all the fabrics. If you're using Deco Frost, you can use this to help you figure it out. If you're not using Deco Frost, guess what? You can make up your own and do whatever you would like with it. This does utilize a flip and stitch. So all we're going to be doing is taking our rectangles and doing a flip and stitch in order to make the flying geese blocks that we need for it. And all it's going to consist of is making it just makes star blocks. I mean, I'm not giving anything away by showing this pattern to you because literally it is a star block that you have seen in a lot of traditional quilting. But please go download the pattern, just saying. Let's see. Savvy says, I'm getting caught up on the Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I've been fighting squares within a square all afternoon. Hey, you know what? If I have a tip on my YouTube channel somewhere that you can actually take a square within a square and fold the center square line it and put a crease in it, fold it the other way, put a crease in it so you get like an X form. And then you can take your half square triangles, or is that quarter, whatever triangles those are, and fold them the opposite way and match them up. And when those creases match up and you sew on that, it works out really well. It's somewhere on my it's somewhere on my channel. I don't know exactly where, but there I do that in one of my Puzzle Mystery Quilt videos. Becky's asking, Ian, do you use your AccuQuilt? I do actually. I do use my AccuQuilt. Is it behind me at the moment? No, that's where it would be sitting right there. But I do use my AccuQuilt. Not as often as I thought I would, but I still use it quite frequently. In fact, I used it for all of those half square triangles that I made for the Progress Pride flags. So, all right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm starting off with these blocks here. So I have a block up in the top left corner and a block down in the bottom right corner. You only need one of those. So we're going to start off with those because I feel like that is easiest, and they both utilize a black background. So that's what we are going to start off with today. And when we do that, let's see, 2, 3, getting all of my directions down. So all we're going to be doing is we're going to take our, this is going to be our center square, so we're going to work with that in a minute. I need my, so this is my fabric that I'm going to be using for it, and I'm going to take, I need my rectangles. I need 4 rectangles. 2, 3, 4, which means I need 8. Let's see, no, I need 4 squares for the corners, and then I need, what else do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares, 4, yep, that's it. Because now I'm going to take this fabric and make my flying geese. I thought I pushed the button to go. I know I pushed the button. Oh no, hold on everyone. I just realized that I have, my buttons are not set up correctly. Sorry everyone. Let's go here, and then this goes, sorry. That goes to face camera. This go, I thought I had done this already, and I totally forgot to do it. So I need to reassign my buttons. Hold on. BRB, web. This one should be all set. In stream. Okay, I think I got that all configured. Sorry about that, guys. I changed over to my from Halloween. There we go. Changed over from my Halloween setup, as y'all saw, and now I am. Wait, is Becca here? Becca and you, Candy, tossed hit your, yeah, no kidding, Esmeralda. She hit me. Well, actually, it landed in my hand, and I was going up to catch it and smacked me in the face is what happened. Hi, Donna, good to see you. This kit would be a great kit. This would be a kit I would love someone to have pre-cut. Yeah, this is one of those kits that is like, there's a lot of pieces to it. There are a freaking lot of pieces to it, and it would be much nicer to have someone else do it for sure. Hi, Blastoma. How are you doing today? You're welcome about sharing your, Blastoma shared in the Facebook group her backpack that she worked on. So let's see here. Okay, so for the flying geese, it says I'm supposed to work on doing the left one and then the right one. It doesn't matter. You can do it left or right. I know, I'm back pressing my buttons again. You know, I hate when they break, and it sucks when they break and you have to fix them. But I got it all fixed. We are good to go. At least I think so. I haven't run through all of them, but... So I'm going to do the right one first. It doesn't matter. You can do left, you can do right. It really honestly doesn't matter, just as long as you're getting them both one at a time. Left or right. But yeah, we're going to be doing the flip and stitch. Good morning, Bobby. He's off screen petting Greyworks. You're funny. You are funny. I was not. I had to push buttons to get everything set up correctly again. Because I see, what makes me mad is I specifically went in to the settings and specifically checked everything and thought, because I remember having that problem last time and I was like, oh, I need to remember to do that this time. And I did it. And then no. Are we making it one block at a time? We sure are. We are making it one block at a time. Is that boring? Am I a boring person by doing it that way? I don't know, but I like to stay organized. So we're going to be making it one block at a time. Somebody was asking, by the way, somebody was asking what this block is. I've got a chain piece cutter right there. Katie, who is in the chat, was kind enough to send me an extra one that she had, and so that's what that is right there. So when I do chain piecing, it gives me a quick little area to cut. Just set that over here. I pretty much know all the directions. I didn't even have to look at, yeah. I do need to keep my picture out and ready. But now we're going to come over and do some quick little trim. We're going to cut a 1/4 inch away from that line that I just sewed. By the way, this is your reminder to change your rotary blade. If you haven't done it already, so you set your clocks back. It is now time to change your rotary blade. Change that rotary blade. I just changed mine when I was working on cutting all this out. So that way, because it was starting to skip and becoming a hazard. So did that really quickly. And now it is sharp again. Christy says, I bought some gray work after seeing your unboxing. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Yes. Same for me. Same for me. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget this Friday, we have the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt reveal of Flyway. That is gorgeous. I actually, don't tell Cotton Cuts, but I shared my instructions with Becca. And yesterday we worked on, in exchange for her helping to cut out my blocks, I helped her piece Flyway. Wowie. Wowie, wowie, zowie. I'm actually kind of jealous of hers a little bit. I kind of like hers a little bit better than I like my colorway, if I'm being honest. And I had the Tula colorway, and I'm kind of like, I kind of wish I had gotten this one. So, it's going to be a really fun reveal. Make sure to be there. Will I have a costume? Yes. And you are welcome. So join me on Friday for that, over on the Cotton Cuts YouTube channel. Oh yeah, good thinking, Donna. Change your needle too. Change your needle. Change your rotary blade. Change your needle. Actually, not a bad idea, Donna. I haven't changed mine in a while. I won't take the time to do it on stream and bore y'all, but take the time to do it on your own machines. I'm gonna put my needles up on my sewing machine after we're done today, so that way the next time I go to fire up my machine, I know I need to change the needle. Which colorway did Becca have? I don't remember the name of her colorway. It is a purple batiks colorway, and oof, just gorgeous. It's so pretty. The way it came out is just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. So don't tell Cotton Cuts I shared. It's fine. They'll be fine. They're not going to be mad with me. What are they going to do? Fire me? No, I love Cotton Cuts. And they, I'm sure, are going to be super happy that I'm going to actually see if anybody did that colorway, because if not, I'll show it off on mine. It'll be a 2-for-1 special. Who knows? Becca may even show up. You never know. What time Friday? I want to say 2 p.m. Eastern, I feel like. I feel like it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Don't quote me for sure on that. But I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Pretty sure. When do we get Clue 10? This is my first one. Tracy, welcome. Oops, I didn't. Oh no, that's the one I already did. Wait, how do I have an extra? Do I have an extra? I may have an extra square. I'm like, wait a minute. I know I did cut extras on a few of them because the row came out that way. Like I would have extras left over, and I was like, well, I'm just going to cut extras. So this may be a row that has extra. Clue 10, Tracy. Sorry, I got distracted. So Clue 10, you will get it emailed out to you Friday. So during the live stream or shortly after the live stream, you'll get an email with Clue 10 that shows you how to put all the pieces together. Your Clue 10 packet will be dropped in the mail on Friday. So anytime after Friday is when your package should hopefully arrive, you know, probably like Monday or Tuesday. Unless the postal service. Now things are running a little slow. I've had packages like really slow down. Packages that I expected in, you know, one day came 2 or 3 days later. So with everything being shut down, I feel like things are a little wonky at the moment. So you may not receive it when you normally would, but it should be anytime after Friday. So sometime after Friday is when you should get it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. I think the purple batiks was Sterling. Maybe that might be the name of it. I don't remember. But I'm kind of jealous that she has a beautiful quilt. Not saying that mine's not beautiful. I do like mine. It's really busy. There's a lot going on in it, but y'all know that I'm kind of like a blue, kind of more of a blue tone person. And that purple batik just looks stunning with that blue, and there's pops of white. It's just really pretty. Just really, really pretty. All right, so I've made my flying geese. Now I just need to put this whole block together. These blocks won't take long to put together. They just, you know, there's a lot of them. So we'll put them right there. So that way you can see. So I'm arranging the blocks. I want my star legs to go out. Like so. And then we put our corners in. I did get fabric for my quilted jacket. That came from my friends over at Northcott. So there's the block right there. Look how cool that is. It looks so good. I can't wait. I did get the fabric from Northcott, so I will be working on a quilted jacket. I need to connect with Todd on that. That will come at some point. But we will be working on that at some point between now and QuiltCon, because now I'm contracted to do it. So I'm gonna that's one way to force myself to do it, right? Is to get a fabric sponsor to do that. So I do have the fabric from Northcott. I will be working on that at some point, and it shall be fun. Sterling. Okay, cool. Excellent. That's the name of it. Tracy says, thanks. I prepaid and have the Tula colorway too. So you should get it on after, well, actually, if you've prepaid, you already have all the pieces then. So all you have to do is get the email on Friday, and you can start putting the whole thing together. That is the advantage to prepaying, is you get all the pieces at once. So that way, when Clue 10 comes out, you can just put it together. Phyllis says, I've ordered the this kit, Free Spirit Fabrics Tula Pink Floral Reef Fish Quilt Kit. It arrives in Australia April, May next year. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Excellent. That's awesome that you are going to be working on this one. Of course, by the time you get that kit in April, May, it's going to be summertime for you. So there's that. You'd be like, yay, just in time for the summer heat. You can think cool thoughts while you're working on it. Love Loathingly, I love the Northcott sponsorship stuff. I love their fabrics. Do you have any way we can let them know we appreciate them partnering with you? I don't know off the top of my head. You can always send an email to their general email. I don't know what that email is off the top of my head, but if you go to the Northcott website, you can always find the contact page for them, ways to contact them, and you can contact them that way and let them know that you enjoy working with the Off-Kilter Crafter Ian. Ding! By the way, for those who are wondering, Mary did make it safely to Virginia. She is here. I did pop over to Becca's before the live stream, and I did say hello to Mary, gave her a hug. She is here safely, and I'm sure that they are getting up to no good over there. I think they were making some roasted nuts while I was over there and getting ready to leave, so I think they are having a grand old time. And Bella is here, so I got to see Bella and all of them. Esmeralda says, oops, too late. What did I miss, Esmeralda? I'm sorry. Sometimes the chat just moves too quickly for me and I can't keep up. So if Esmeralda, if I missed something, I do apologize. Deb had to send me an email because her comment flew by too quickly and I wasn't able to see it in time. So again, guys, if you put a comment on, if you type a comment in and I don't, say it, acknowledge it, whatever, it is nothing personal. Please know that it is nothing personal. There's a lot going on, and sometimes it's hard for me to catch everything that happens on the screen. So please never take it personally. Me too, Math Geek. It always worries me when she leaves at 3 a.m. I'm just like, ooh. I did decorate my water bottle. I got this water bottle from some quilty friends of mine, and they had decorated it for me. Bill actually got one too, and unfortunately, the decorations, when I went to wash it, fell off. They just thankfully, my friends acknowledged that they were like dollar store and probably were going to fall off the moment we touched it, and sure enough, they did. But I do have all of my stickers on there. Deb says, just finished last night's shift, 6:30 a.m. here. Hello, Deb. I was just talking about you, I believe. Oh, does it tell me which way to press? That is the only thing that I would like for it to tell me, is how to press. It doesn't really matter though. It tells me to draw a diagonal line. I just skip that because I can literally do that without having to, I can use that using the diagonal tape. Let's see. Okay. Arrange this flying geese, center square. Press seam allowance towards the dark. Okay. Be sure. Okay. Join the patches row. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So it kind of tells me how to do that. So I'm going to press my center portions in. So I'm actually going to use kind of the way the fabric naturally wants to lay. I'm going to kind of use that to my advantage and have it lay towards the center. Kathy says, Ian, it's called chat lag. Well, I get that all the time because apparently I can't keep up with things sometimes. Let's see. Beverly says, hi, Ian, new subscriber from Yukon, Oklahoma. Have watched you on Becca's channel. Decided to come on over. Well, I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for spending the time and coming over with me and hanging out. Megs says, do we know what the next Cotton Cuts PMQ is going to be coming out or announced? I think they are going to talk about what the next one is on the stream, so be sure to tune in Friday. I'm sure they will give either clues, hints, or maybe even the name. I know that the colorways have not been published up yet, so we don't have any of the like major information, but we'll at least find out the theme, I'm pretty sure, of what the next one is. I don't have that information. That has not been provided. They sometimes talk about it in the Zoom sessions that they do on the third Thursday of every month. So if you are, like, if you have the availability, I would make sure to jump into those because sometimes they talk about what the next theme or what the next colorways are going to be. So check that out if you're able to. Esmeralda, no problem. Understandable. Camera to see you. Camera to see you? Camera to see you see. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm confused. I apologize. To see you so. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Whew. I was like, what? See me see? What? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I'm David Pumpkins. How many of you, after Friday's night live stream, when I was over on Becca's, how many of you went and watched the David Pumpkins skit? I'd seen it before. I've seen it a million times, but it's so stupid that it's funny. Oh, we got some Oklahomians. Is that right? Oklahomians? Oklahomites? Oklahoma... I don't know. All right. Ooh, look at this. It's so good. I don't know which way, if we're going to be pressing out, in, or if I should press it open. What do you think, guys? Should I press it open, out, or in, or what? Because I don't know how these blocks are going to all arrange, and so it would be really hard to do it one way or another. What do you think? I'm gonna, what do you think? Oklahomians, thank you. Oklahomans. Kelly says, hello, I was listening to you on my way home, and now I am home and can say hello. Hello, Kelly. Hopefully you didn't have me, like, visible. Oh, thank you, Katie. Let's give Katie some DJ horns. Katie just sent out 5 memberships. So Laura, Melanie, let's see, Marlene, Shirley, and Cora, you all got memberships for the next month. You'll be able to use the special emojis that are in the chat. You'll be able to see videos that are member only before anybody else. And then of course, you'll also next week have access to that Zoom session. So thank you so much, Katie, for those memberships. That's really awesome. And congratulations to the 5 people that have those memberships. So Terry, hello. Janet says, we in Maine are maniacs. Oh, I like that. I wear that proudly. Oh, I like that one a lot. Judy says, iron open. It may be easier when putting the blocks together. That's probably a good idea. Let's see. Everybody's chatting with themselves. So while y'all are doing that, I'm going to press my seams open here. So that way, when I go to put this whole quilt together, hopefully it'll make it a little easier. Will it? I don't know. But hopefully it will. And by the way, if you did get a membership from Katie, please just give her a quick thank you in the chat. That was super kind of her. Great way to help support my channel and also give a little reward to some of y'all who don't have memberships. And that's perfect timing. I think Katie did that on purpose. I think she wanted to give some people access to the Zoom who may not have already had access to the Zoom. So again, thank you, Katie. That was very kind. All right, let's take a look at our first block. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I was on the wrong page. There we go. There's block number 1. We just did 1. Yay! 80 more to go. Josh says, been lurking, but loving the convo. Replacing smoke alarm batteries and testing units is a loud process. It is. It is indeed. So there we go. All right, so there's our first block. I did iron the seams open, so when we go to put blocks together, hopefully that'll make it a lot easier. All right, 1 down, 80 more to go. And I have a leftover square. Leftover square. Isn't block number 1 pretty? I like the fabric a lot. Oh, should I put the clip back on? Maybe I should put the clip back on. Just so that way I remember that there is only 1 of this block. I had to make notes. I seriously had to make notes of 1 block, this is the fabric label, and then like what did I need? What category does that fall into? What pattern am I making? I am making, shoot, it's, where did I put it? Here it is. I am making, I should just keep this up here. This is the Deco Frost that Juicy Juice put out, and he created the frosted pattern. This is a free pattern. You can grab the link down in the description. You can't, if you use exclamation pattern in the chat, it'll take you somewhere else, so don't use that. Don't use that one. I meant to update it and update the bot, but I forgot. So it will not be available in the bot, but it is down in the description. This is the next, look at this fabric. I mean, look how fun this square is going to be. It's going to be really, really pretty. So first step is the hardest and most important part. You're on your way. That is true. What do they say? The first cut is the deepest. First cut is the deepest. All right, we need 4 rectangles. We need 4 squares. Huh? Get it? 4 squares? Kelly, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Horns to you, Kelly. Love this quilt pattern. I'm a sucker for stars. Well, Christy, you would go hog wild on this one because there are 81 stars. 81 stars. But now I want to use that command code to see where it takes me. It goes to I think it goes to the Fat Quarter sampler one that we just did, the Halloween one. That's where that takes you now. If you want to put it in the chat, you can, but it's just going to take you to the wrong pattern. It does match the pattern name, doesn't it? Savvy says that she loves all the fabrics in this one. I do too. I have another Fat Quarter bundle. No, is it a Fat Quarter bundle? Maybe it's a half yard. I have more of this line sitting over there because I loved it so much that I wanted the kit, and then I also wanted to have some to play with. Hearing strange noises. I think my neighbors upstairs are being kind of noisy. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. At least it's nothing like my apartment back in DFW. I've had several people ask me if I'm going back to DFW, and yes, I will at some point go back to DFW, not this year. Kind of don't have any vacation time to use this year, or at least none that isn't already planned out, because I am taking my trip in December to go to Disney World. Can't wait for that. If you are in Disney, you might see me. You may see me. You might see Becca. You might see Mary, and you might see my friend Tisha. Blue is my favorite color, so it's really tempting to get some of this fabric. I mean, it's juicy juice. I mean, how could you say no? How could you say no? It's going to take a while to put all of these pieces together. This is a good project to do on a virtual sew day for sure. This would be a really great project to have something to do. Have someone to chat with while you are working on it, because it is a lot of kind of one of those mindless sews where for the most part you don't have to think about too much other than for a few minutes now and again. All right, so let's get something going in the chat. We've talked a lot about the Puzzle Mystery Quilt. We have Flyway happening right now. That one's getting ready to wrap up this week. We're currently working on Under the Sea. Am I a fan of my colors? Still not so much. Like I told everybody on Friday night, you know, who knows? When it all comes together, I may absolutely love it. And that would be amazing. But at this moment, not my favorite. But that's okay. No harm, no foul, right? But let's speculate. Let's predict. Let's see if anybody can get an answer. And actually, you know what? I should really check the Cotton Cuts website before I do that. Let's see. Savvy says, I can't say no, but my bank account can. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me pop over to Cotton Cuts really quick. I want to see, just by chance, if maybe they have uploaded their next... I don't think they have, though. I haven't seen it on their website yet, but let's pop over there and just see. I don't see it. Let me double check. I got taken somewhere different. There it is. Okay. Yeah, they don't have the new one up. So let's speculate in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, you can participate too by putting in your guess into the comments. What do you think the next puzzle mystery quilt is themed to? So we have Under the Sea right now. We have Flyway going on right now. What do you think the next puzzle mystery quilt is going to be themed as? What do you think the next puzzle mystery quilt is going to be themed as? Do you keep all your cutoff scraps? Tammy, I'm probably going to throw them away. They are kind of small, and when you add that 1/4 inch into it, it is going to be really small. Well, I may keep them, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So one of the things, some of the feedback that I got from the state fair was that, like, my doll quilt really wasn't a doll quilt. It was more of a wall hanging. And so I was thinking, okay, like, they really want true quilts, right? Like an actual representation of a quilt. So I'm thinking what I might do is maybe I should take all these cutoffs and turn them into a half square triangle quilt, a mini half square triangle quilt, and just do a whole lot of half square triangles. So you know what? I may keep those after all. So Terry says she thinks she's going to try and guess the final pattern. Good luck. I couldn't put it together, but maybe somebody could. So Terry says she thinks Kim has already talked about it. I have not heard. I'm usually pretty good at staying up on like what the next ones are, but I also don't tune into their live streams all that often because I'm working. So they may have talked about it and I may have missed it. What colorway do you have? I have Freebird. I have Freebird. Let's see. Natalie, I think that's Natalie, says Overland. Gloria says Mother Earth. It sounds like some people she may have dropped hints or have talked about what the next one is, because those are very Earth themed quilts. Do y'all know the answer, or is that y'all's guesses? Brittany says she thinks the next one is going to be themed to adventure. Christy says, I'm so far behind on both Cotton Cut's quilt blocks. I need Ian to come help me with my blocks. I have purple in Phoenix, I believe. What did I do with my extra? I think I threw it back here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I threw the extra back there. Let's see. Natalie says it's a guess. Meg says they've done air and now water. I guess something earth related. Oh. Love Lovingly says wild oats. My guess, I'm clueless. Gloria, you're funny. You are funny. I don't know what the next one's going to be. Oh, no. Oh, no. Totally did that one wrong. Totally did that one wrong. Totally did that one wrong. I got one of them right. I got one of them right. Guess what time it is, everyone? Hey, Katie, I didn't see you sneak in. Hello, working on Linda is working on a quilt top while she is listening. Awesome, Linda. Welcome. So far, Cotton Cuts has done Tree of Life, Flyway, Under the Sea. So either something related to plant or maybe specific or maybe a whole new theme in 2026. Thank you, Jonathan, for putting that seam ripper emoji into the chat. Everybody put their seam ripper emojis in. Seam ripper, I love you. Seam ripper, no, I don't. It's going to be our new seam ripper song. Taking Laura Lynn's and adding to it. At least I didn't backstitch. So it's a little easier. Little easier. Space theme, says Christy. I would love that. I'd love a space theme. It's been a while since we've done Cosmos, so it'd be great to have a space themed one. All right, let's do this the right way, shall we? Glad I didn't trim. Glad I was paying attention. A date with Jack, that's always fun. Bobby, if only I could actually get a date with Jack. I'm so lonely. Celestial was my guess. That would be awesome. I would love for that to be the next theme. Has anybody heard for sure what the next theme is going to be? Because I haven't. Katie says, what am I being thanked for being here? For popping in? For saying hello? All right, so that is the correct way. So let's trim that. Always make sure to check before you trim. Don't just trim it. Think about what it is you're doing before you do it. Measure twice, cuss 5 times. Jonathan, did you see that Virginia isn't going to be a part of the Mid-Atlantic Shop Hop next year? What? I did not. I did not see that. Becca would be very interested in that information for next year. Crazy. Wonder why. I wonder why. Let's see. We need to find you a Jack, a Brian. I don't know. I just need a boyfriend. That'd be great. Sorry, everyone. Oh, Katie. Oh, okay. Yeah. Katie with an E gave 5 memberships. That's why I was confused. Now I understand. Yeah, so Katie with an E gave 5 memberships, channel memberships out. What, Jonathan? Wait, this might not be public yet. Uh-oh. Well, it's public now. It's public information now, Jonathan. Oops. Oops. That's interesting that they're going to put it with North and South Carolina now. Yeah, that's very interesting, isn't it, Lovelingly? It's very interesting that they are going to put it with North and South Carolina. Mary will be really happy about that, that's for sure. Because, you know, Mary's in South Carolina and she drives up to through North Carolina and up here to Virginia. So she's going to have a ball with that. Lynn says, we have 2 state shop hops starting February 2026 with all of Arizona and New Mexico, our first time for a big shop hop. That'll be a blast. When I was in Colorado, they were doing the Colorado shop hop while I was there. Of course, I only visited the one store, didn't get a chance to go to any others. I didn't even know. Joan says, hello, Ian and everybody. Just joined. Had some stuff to take care of. Okay. Are you a mob boss and I didn't know that? Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. Let's see here. Jonathan says, I'll miss you. I'm not going anywhere. I won't be able to go to all the shops. That's for sure. I didn't even complete a single region for the Mid-Atlantic because there was just not enough time. And there was a lot of distance to cover. A lot of distance. So won't be completing that one. Wait, no, it's Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Okay. Jonathan, you're driving me crazy here. You're driving me crazy. Okay, so Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. First, we were just the Carolinas, and now it's West Virginia too, and not South Carolina. I'm just giving you a hard time, Jonathan. I love you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you. But talk about whiplash. Wow. Ow, that actually hurt my neck a little bit. Have you ever used a ruler for 4 at a time flying geese? Deb Tucker has the wing clipper. I have not used a ruler for it. I have done the 4 at a time method, but I have never actually used that ruler. Got here late. What project are you stitching? Down in the description of this video, you can find the pattern. It's a free pattern. It is called Frosted by Juicy Juice. Hold it up in the corner over here so you can see. There you go. That's what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. Free pattern. Go check it out. Hey Ian, my total rope ball inventory is for my upcoming show is 156. If you didn't check out Facebook, you can actually go over to the Facebook group. If you're not already a member, make sure to join. It's a great community and we have some really awesome people over there, and a lot of people will show off what they've been working on in the things. So make sure to go check that out. And Charlotte has her rope bowl inventory over there, and oh my goodness, it is a lot. There are a lot of rope bowls that she has been working very diligently on, so make sure to check them out. They're beautiful rope bowls, by the way. Really like them. I think Becca would love to have that whale. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, nudge. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But the whale, I was like, oh, Becca, that's so Becca right there. That's so Becca. All right, there we go. Did y'all hear that? I don't know if the microphone picked that up. Holy cow. Wow. That was a lot. Do do do. Do 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 do. There we go. One more side to put on, and then we will iron our seams open. And then we'll have another block done. Charlotte says that I've spent the last 2.5 months sewing them. It shows, like, that is a lot of effort put into that. Shop hops are confusing, Jonathan. You are correct. They are very confusing, and you never know. I never did the Texas one, because I never really got into that. So yeah, never did the Texas one, and this was the first one. The Mid-Atlantic was the first one I ever participated in. Whoops, let's go back and backstitch. I forgot to backstitch. There we go. Okay, I've cleaned out bobbin area, changed thread, and rebound bobbin. Reinserted needle, new one put on last night. I think I'm on a roll to sew again. I hope so. Quite an accomplishment, Charlotte. Good luck at the show. Absolutely. I'm going to finger press this, so that way hopefully when I take it to the iron it will press a little more easily. Ow, I think I twisted my neck when I did that. That was a loud pop, and a lot of them too. Stretch out those muscles. Zaza's here. Hi, Zaza. Welcome to the chat, Zaza. If anybody watched the monthly recap video, I included a quick little clip of me playing Fortnite with Becca and her husband Jason. We were in a match together and won Victory Royale, thanks to me going after the last person in the game. And now the game is all Simpsons themed. Bum, 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 bum. Here's the next block. Yay, we did 2! See if we can get 2 more done in the next hour. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Patty says, also sewing star blocks, doing 2 at a time so that I can chain piece. I worry about chain piecing multiple blocks. Well, I should say, if I have more blocks that need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like coming up, there will be blocks that are all that need the same. And I don't mind chain piecing those because it's all the same fabrics. What I'm worried about right now is I don't want to mix my fabrics up and have them be 2 different fabrics, 3 different fabrics, stuff like that. So could I sit down and chain piece everything? Yes, I could. But I am so worried about mixing them up and getting them all over the place that I have just decided it's just going to be easier to do them one at a time. Also, did you notice the new decoration? YouTube sent that to me. Not for getting subscribers, but I completed one of their boot camps, and so they sent me a little YouTube thing. So it lights up. Let's see this one. See, look at that. Isn't that cool? I like it. I like it. Let's see here. During Brittany says, during your podcast, you had your finished mini quilt from the previous Halloween box. Is there a pattern for that one? There is. I don't know where to find it. You can probably find it on the Fat Quarter Shop's website. I don't know the name of it. I do have the pattern somewhere, but I would have to dig for it. So it's probably in that drawer right there. So I don't know exactly where it is at this very moment. It is probably somewhere on the Fat Quarter website. Just head over to their website in the search bar. You can probably type Boo and probably find it that way. That would be my best advice for you. All right, let's grab one and see if we can make one, like one of the 2s or something. 6, 5, 5, 4, 7, 8, 6, 6. I know I had some that only needed like a couple. 7, 9, 8. 7, 8. Must be this pile. Of course, the last pile that I grab. Yeah, this one needs 2, so we'll do 2. No, but I did notice that you de-Halloweened. I did de-Halloween. Halloween's over. Sad day. Thank you, Roseanne. I appreciate that. All right, I need to look at my pattern again because I need to see which block this one is and what's going to go in the background. So this one is going to be a light background, so we're going to make this out of our white background pieces. 2, 4, 6, 8. Love Loathingly says, just finished cleaning out my laptop fans, now to put it all back together and hope it works. Good luck. Good luck with that. Hi, Banana Joe. Good to see you. I've wondered where you've been. Haven't seen you popping up in chat, so glad to see you are here. Let's see. Found it. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Bobby. I'm glad that you found it. Glad that you found it. Zaza says, Kathy, I got some sleep eventually, just back from bonfire and fireworks with the family. I guess it would be dark over there. I was thinking like, wait, it's too early for that because, but it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 or 8, right? It's like 7 or 8. Yes? Something like that. Last weekend was the time change and I missed your live. Yep, you did. You did miss my live last week because of the time change, but this time we changed, and so it fell back into the right alignment with your time, I bet. On the Fat Quarter website, like you said, it's called Boo. There you go, Brittany. I figured it would be called Boo or something of the like. Boo. Boo to you too. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to put on the back for this quilt because I do have some gray minky or cuddle. It's actually cuddle, but same idea. I think that would be like the gray cuddle would be an amazing back. So we're back to normal, right, Banana Joe? Bobby says, I would have left it up for a little longer. I wore my Halloween PJs again last night because I love it. I mean, I wanted to leave it up, but technically if I left it up and actually like put it away when I wanted to put it away, it would never go away. It would never go away. So I was like, well, let's just get it done. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's rip the Band-Aid off and get it done. Don't worry though, I have some holiday items that I'll put up once we get past Thanksgiving because I'm not decorating for the holidays before Thanksgiving. For those of you who all have already put up your Christmas lights, I see you. Holly says, I forgot it was, today was Sunday. Happy, hi Ian and everyone. Hello, Holly, good to see you. Holly and several other people were hanging out with me on Friday night for the late night live. See, I never took mine down from last year, LOL. I mean, that would be me every year. In fact, I always wanted to do Christmas as Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, that's how I would totally decorate black garlands, black Christmas tree, those kind of purple-ish black light Christmas lights. Like, that would totally be my decoration style. That is what I would do. That seems like a bit much. Because it is. Ian didn't cut it in the right place. Thankfully, I didn't cut off enough instead of going the opposite way and cutting off too much. Anybody have any fun Halloween stories from this year? Did anybody go trick-or-treating? Did your kids go trick-or-treating? Did you have any awesome trick-or-treaters show up that you liked? I'm going to reinforce this sewing a little bit. Tabitha says, I really enjoyed the late night company Friday night. I am very glad. I thought about it. You know, I was just not ready to go to bed and it was still Halloween night. And I was like, you know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. I know that the West Coast peeps are still up. So let's jump on a live stream. If you watch Tiffany on Sunday, do not forget the time change for those of us that change. Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. She always posts in her Facebook group on like the time change or like when her live stream is getting ready to happen. So that, is this right? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. No, it is. I worried there for a second because, like, this is a very light blue, and I was like, wait, is the light blue supposed to have a dark background? No, it is. Looking at the picture, I am doing it correctly. Just scared me for a moment. Because, like I said, most of the time, if you have the light fabric, it's going to have a dark background, and when you're doing the dark fabrics, it's going to have a light background, but that's just how this one works out. Oops, threw that in the wrong pile. West Coast is always up, ain't that the truth? So disappointed not one house gave out fabric or notions. Donna, what can I say? I think if we had a specific quilting event, that would be a lot of what you would get, but you know, there's no specific quilting and sewing trick-or-treating houses, I feel like. This quilt is going to be so pretty when it's done. I love it. Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait. And if you'd like to follow along, you can always go out and grab the pattern. Even if you don't use the Deco Frost from Juicy Juice, you could always put together an assortment of winter colored fabrics and do it that way. Let's see. Love Loathingly, I missed your Halloween night and was bummed. I was on TikTok until 2 a.m. Make sure to turn on those notifications. If you don't have them on already, make sure to turn those notifications on. So that way you know when I go live. That's one way. Let's see. We had a bunch of awesome trick-or-treaters. Ran out of candy. That's awesome, Kathy. Went trick-or-treating around the neighborhood and it was a blast. We have neighbors that give Jello shots for the parents, and we always stop there. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Jello shots for the adults? Yeah, sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. Man, I can't, on the cruise, I was about to say it would be great to do that on the cruise, like Jello shots on the cruise, but I don't think that's going to happen. By the way, guys, we're running out of seats. We're going to be announcing the project very soon. So if you've been if you've kind of been waiting it out to see what the project is for the Alaskan Cruise 2026, I'm going to try and get an updated video out in the near future that talks about the project. So if you've been on the fence on joining in on the cruise, you might not want to wait much longer because it is going to fill up very, very soon. There's only a few seats left, like 1 or 2 seats left, so but apparently it doesn't notify over TikTok. Oh no! All quilt shops should have quilters trick-or-treat events. I agree. Jonathan, get on that. Make that happen. Did you cut it from fat quarter sets? No, not all of these. So there were some fabrics that were fat quarters. There were some fabrics that were fat eighths. There were some fabrics that were half yards. It really just depended on how much fabric ended up in each. So like some of the stars, there are 9 stars that are needed to be made. Almost did that the wrong way. Did you see that? So it just depends on how many stars are needed to be made. However, you could absolutely make this quilt out of a multitude of fabrics. Like you could, if you just have fat quarters, you could always use more than 1 fat quarter for a row or a column of the snowflakes or stars or whatever they are. They're snowflakes, they're stars, they're both. I saw my name pop up in chat. Sharon, Sharon says, good afternoon, Ian. Hello to everybody in chat. Hello, how are you? One of our neighbors has a bar in his garage and the parents get shots. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I approve. I approve of that. Woohoo! Laptop came right back on. That is a relief. Oh, lovingly. That's so good to hear. Tech problems are the worst. We were having tech problems Friday night on Becca's Live. We did figure out what happened. We finally got her microphone reconnected and everything. It was a weird, oh no. Welp. That's not supposed to be like that. Luckily enough, I think it's recoverable. I think I'm able to recover. I think if I just flip it around, I will be okay. So we'll get that. We'll get that flipped around, and I think everything will be okay. Must eat a piece of candy now. I don't have candy in here, so I'm safe. I'm safe from that. No candy for me to eat in here. We'll just do a quick little seam rip. Donna Frey just got home from church. Welcome. Hope it was a good service today for you. All right, so think we're going to be okay though. Oh, I don't even have to sew it the other way around. I can literally just turn the piece the right way and sew it on. Well, technically it's going to be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was like, oh, but this is going to be the left one first and then the right one. It doesn't matter. No one's going to care. No one's going to care that the left one is overlapping the right. It doesn't matter. Ian, you'd love our neighbors. Nearly every house decorates for Halloween. We have a ton of spooky fun. Laura, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Even when I was living at home with Mom, we would do a big Halloween production at my house every year. We'd convert the house into an Egyptian pyramid and decoration, like Egypt, and then a pirate ship, and then a carnival, an actual working carnival with tickets and everything. And then, but even like the rest of the neighborhood really wouldn't do anything. It was mostly our house. There were a couple others that would decorate a little bit. There was like a house that did a flying saucer and things like that, but it really wasn't all that decorated for the most part. So, oh my God, I just had a portion of a slice of peanut butter pie from my lunch with my BFF. We went to Chili's. Yum. I haven't been to Chili's in a long time. Long time. Only sweets I have here are raisins and bananas. Banana Joe says that they don't do Halloween in Italy. That's a shame. It's my favorite holiday of the year, Banana Joe. See, that means I could never live anywhere else. Press this out. Go. Okay, so let me show you what the difference is. You could probably like, Ian, I don't understand. So here's what happened. Do you see the difference between these two? The one here on the bottom, the left is overlapping the right, and up on the top, the right is overlapping the left. No one's going to care. No one's going to care. A lot of people probably are not even going to see that. So don't worry about your mistakes that nobody's going to see, because like it's so minuscule. No one's going to care. No one's going to care. It's not going into a quilt show. No one cares. The quilt police are not coming for you. One more to trim. And we will press all of these out. Points deducted. Very funny. Finished is better than perfect. Or as I think it's Love Loathingly says, finished is perfect. Oops, I forgot to grab my white squares. That's what we're going to need for this one. I wish I had like an automatic clapper. That'd be great. I wish I could just throw the pieces over to the side and the automatic clapper just goes quonk and automatically claps it. That would be great. That'd be great. No quilt piece allowed. Does that really matter which way it goes? Not so, Roseanne, not really. It really doesn't matter all that much because if you've done it correctly, you won't even see most of it. Most of it will get caught in the seam allowance, and so for the most part, you're not going to be able to see it. And like it's so minute and small that it really just doesn't matter. But if somebody, like if a judge was to look at it, they might deduct points because of that. They might see that. They might. It's not a guarantee. They might see it. They may not. Love Loathingly says something about that's what I get for buying a house for $125K. I inherited $50K of work. Sounds like she's might be having some house issues, repair issues. Sorry to hear that. Kind of came halfway into that conversation, so I must have missed what led up to it. Let's see. What level of a project you having on the cruise, Ian? That would be that way we know how much we can indulge in cocktails. It's going to be intensive. It's not going to be a simple project. I will admit that it is not going to be something run-of-the-mill. Like there's going to be some thought into it, and you're going to need some brain computing power to do it. But it's not going to be anything that is like advanced level. I think everybody's has a good grip on it. Adam's in the chat. Hey, Adam. Good to see you. Don't forget Jonathan from Art East. He was on the podcast this past week, so if you haven't heard that episode, make sure to listen to it. A lot of people are having a great reaction to it. Lots of great comments in the chat or in the comment section for that video, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. You can download it from any of your podcasting platforms. Oh, I needed to do more because I am doing more than one block. Whoopsies. Should have been doing more. How many blocks are we up to? I'm currently working on 4. Or I'm working on 2, which will make our total 4. Because Ian takes a long time to sew and chat. Catherine says, it was a great podcast. Glad to hear that you enjoyed it. I had so much fun. It was a hoot from the get-go. We were off the rails the moment the podcast started. Just a lot of things that need to be done at the house, so I'm trying to keep up with my 2028 laptop. I get that. I can understand. We'll be done in 20 lives. Very funny, Jonathan. I will try and probably work on some of this during the week. I don't know if I'll get it all finished during the weeks, but like I'm definitely going to try my hardest to make it not be the entire month of November. Although y'all may love being the entire month of November, but I just feel like that gets very boring and repetitive. So I want to try and break up that monotony and whatnot. So, yeah. Banana Joe says she doesn't have any podcasting apps. I use Apple Podcasts. That's my favorite. But of course, it's also available on YouTube as well. So there's that. Let's sew our star legs on. Oh, Laura, she knows it's on YouTube. She listens all the time, right, Banana Joe? I saw her listening. I could see that someone in Italy was listening to her podcast, and I know that's Banana Joe. Can you put the design wall up again, please? The design wall? You're talking about the one that's floating over here off to my side? This one? I can't get it at the moment. I have to stand on a step stool to get it down. She says, not always. Somebody's listening in Italy then. Because I've seen it. I've seen the reports. Someone in Italy is listening, and if it's not you, then who? That's all I'm saying. If not you, then who? Catherine says yes. I can't get it down today, but I can put it down another day. I use Amazon Music for my podcasts, except for the few that I do on YouTube because they have videos with them that make them better. So does that mean that you listen to our podcast on YouTube? I'm assuming a lot of people end up watching it on YouTube because there's so many things that happen in them that a lot of people want to see all the things. So I'm assuming that a lot of people watch it on YouTube versus the podcasting platforms. I bet your space doesn't allow for the design wall in your sewing room, Ian. I miss that too. I do have the design wall. I just put it up in a way, especially like because I wanted to make sure that Di's mini quilt was visible. I will pull it down for working on this quilt. I think that would be a great use of the space. So I'll pull it down for that. The sucky thing is like also the table over here cuts off like more than a third of the space. So like I can't put quilts all the way to the floor, which sucks. But I can at least get rows, put up there and stuff. So there's that. There is indeed that. Yes, yours is the one that I do on YouTube. I figured as much because, you know, a lot of times it's better to see it. Especially when I did that confetti cannon for our 1 year anniversary. That was so funny. I'm still laughing at it. I sat there and I like slow-moed it. I made a video just for me. And I sent it to Alicia too. And it's Becca's reaction. So it replays Becca's reaction in a loop. And then it goes into slow-mo. And it's kind of hilarious. Hilarious. Da, 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 da. Oh. Oh, Esmeralda. Okay, I get it now, Esmeralda. Esmeralda says in the chat, is there such a thing as WWI, not World War I, but walking while intoxicated after those Jello shots? That would probably be me. I'm a lightweight. I am a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, so I usually only need one margarita to be doing just fine. One margarita, I'm done. Usually. I actually don't remember the last time I took a drink. To be completely honest. I think we talked about this before. I don't remember the last time I had a drink. I will take a drink when I'm on the cruise for sure. And I might even grab a drink while we are at Disney World. Oh, Banana Joe's leaving. Anyways, I will go and watch it later after the live. All right, have a good day. I may have other Italians listening to me. I don't know about that. She says I'm famous. I don't know. Guys, am I famous? Do you think I'm famous? Because I don't think I'm famous. I don't think I'm famous. I haven't had a moment where I've gone out in the world and gotten recognized other than at, you know, quilty events. There hasn't been a point when I've been like in the grocery store or, you know, somewhere like that. I haven't gotten recognized like that. So I don't think I'm famous. I don't think I'm famous. Oops. Oh, I just messed that one up. Let's try and smooth that block back out again. There we go. Is this a trap? You're funny. You're famous to us. I appreciate that, Catherine. I appreciate that. I don't think I am, though. I don't think I'm famous. I think I'm silly. I think I'm fun. I think we've built a great community. Of course you're famous. You are a celebrity. No. No, I'm not. The margaritas at the Phoenix Zoo were unreal, Ian. I don't drink, but they were good. I think, I don't know why. Why do I think that, like Arizona, is it because Arizona has tequila factories? Not factories. Tequila makers? Is that what I'm looking for? I feel like Arizona has tequila distillers. That's the word, distillers, out there. So, yeah. But I don't know for sure. Could be wrong. And will there be a quilt kit we can purchase on the cruise? I am working on that. I'm hoping that's the case, but I need to work on that. In fact, actually, thank you for bringing that up. I need to talk to my sources on that and see if that is something we can do. I can't find the quilt pattern. If you're talking about the Deco Frost one that I'm working on at this moment, it's down in the description of the video. It's the very first link at the very top. Ian, what grocery store do you shop at? We can make that happen. Love loathingly. You're silly. You're silly. I actually do online pickup. I do online orders. I do have an adult beverage every now and again, but I don't indulge much, says Bobby. Bobby, that's kind of me. Like, it is a very rare occasion anymore that I drink. I actually poured a whole bunch of bottles of alcohol out when I left Texas. I didn't want to have to transport them. Like, I didn't want the pain and hassle, and like if they broke and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of them, the bottles had been open for a long time, like at least 5 years they had been open. And so, you know, alcohol doesn't necessarily go bad, but like I was like, I it's not fresh anymore, and like I'm just over it. So, Roseanne, I'm so sorry. I didn't update the link in the bot, so it's not the right pattern. That's actually from last time. So it's the first link down in the description of this video. So head down there, and it should give you the link down there. Sorry about that. I meant to change it, and I totally forgot. I had some other tech things that I was looking at. Takes me to purchase the kit, not the free pattern. Deb, that's weird. I literally looked at the link before I started the live. That's so weird. Use it to cook with, Ian. I don't even know. A lot of it was like flavored, so like a peach vodka would not, I don't think would go very well in food. My mom bought me some Costco bottles of vodka from Arizona because I wanted to make some vanilla extract. Alcohol is so expensive out here. Is there a kit for this pattern? I did see some kits when I was searching for the pattern. I did see some kits available from Etsy and a few other places. So yes, I believe some places still do have kits on this one. This block turns out so cute. I love it. I love it. Let me press this last one. Well, if I can get the seam open, we'll press the last one. Come on. I'm finger pressing to help because there are, like, the point of the flying geese is right there, so it makes it a little hard to press open. But should be good, I feel like. There we go. All right, there we go. There's our next block. So I have 2 of these blocks. There we go. But transporting open bottles would be definitely, yeah, absolutely. Peach vodka with pork roast or pork chili might be good. I never thought about that. Hello, Ian. I finally made it here. Usually so busy that I miss your live entirely. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hey, Judy. Glad you could make it towards the end. Right towards the end. Let's see. I'm really a teetotaler, Ian. but I love talking about the funs surrounding the party. I'm mature enough to be buzzed on one drink. Yeah, exactly. Like, that is me. That is absolutely me. I'm buzzed after one drink usually, and it's just fun. It's just fun to, you know, get a little bit of that buzz, and then I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna put the label on this one. So we've got another 2 blocks done. So I've made 4 blocks today. I think we're going to call it here. I think we're going to stop here because we've got a little over 10 minutes and I don't feel like sitting down to work on another set of blocks because that would go over time. So I think we're going to be done for now. I'm going to go, after the live stream ends, I'm going to go double check that link. So check back in 5-10 minutes. As soon as I hit the end button, I'm going to go over to my computer and see if I can grab that link. It should be the free kit, or the free, not free kit, the free pattern, but I'm going to double check really quick and make sure that that is it, and I'll get it updated if it's not. Don't forget, next Saturday is the channel member Zoom. Check over here on YouTube. If you are a channel member, make sure to check over here on the community tab. So go to my YouTube channel. There's tabs at the very top, and you're going to click the one that says community or something like that. You'll click on that one, and that should show you the link for the Zoom. If you are not a channel member, you will not see that link. It's only for channel members. So it is the free pattern. Okay, thank you, Banana Joe. I thought it was. I thought it was the free pattern, but I don't know. Well, at least you got to see me press the blocks, right, Judy? There you go. There you go. You have a whole like hour and 45 minutes that you can go back and watch if you want to. So just grab the pattern. Okay, the link does work. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for confirming that link does work. So go click that link if you're wanting the free pattern. It should be there. If you're wondering why, like, it's basically Andover has deleted everything off of their website for Juicy Juice since he's no longer there, now works at Free Spirit. I don't know why they did that, because it's whatever. That's another day, another topic. So hope everybody has a great day. We'll be back here Sunday working some more on this one, whether it's more blocks or maybe putting rows together. That'd be great. Hope everybody has a great day. Remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you either Saturday or Sunday. Bye.